Pisces, hello and welcome. Happy Halloween to you. This is a five-card tarot card overall energy reading, general reading for the overall collective of Pisces for the time period of October 16th to October 31st of 2020. It's a general reading for the larger collective of Pisces, and it's intended for informational purposes. The information may not resonate with all Pisces. Please understand that, and it's totally okay. Take what fits and let the rest go. It depends on your sun rising signs, your cross watchers, a variety of things, your birth sign. So it's general. To save time, I've already shuffled the cards and requested the universal guidance, and these cards were selected and ejected on their own during the shuffle. The five cards that were exited in the shuffle for this overall energy reading are listed here. The first card here represents the energy for past influences that were significant within the last few months. And in some cases, the overall energy may have resolved itself during that time, or in other cases, it may still be lingering. The second card here represents the energy for the present energy during this time period. The third card here represents the energy for future energies, things that are either on the cusp of occurring or haven't occurred yet during this time frame. The fourth card here represents the energy for any potential challenges that may be occurring during this time frame. Keep in mind that challenges do not imply that they're negative. They could be provided just as information to be aware, and sometimes they're presented as choices that you may need to be making. And the fifth card here represents the energy for your outcomes during this time frame. So, Pisces, we have the Ace of Cups here in your past energy influences. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand why the Ace of Cups here is in Pisces' in this current reading for their past influences, please. Well, the Ace of Cups, this represents divine love. It represents compassion. It's that's been pouring through you. It's almost as if, Pisces, you were a vessel of this sort of deep spiritual love from the universe. And you can't help it. That energy is flowing through you and around you in the world. And it's well deserved. You love, you give love, and you are love. And it's in your heart, it overflows. During the last few months, many Pisces, it was a perfect time for you to sort of open up your heart and experience a wave and a flow of emotion that was available to you to express. Many of you were more receptive and more creative in your opportunities. You reached out to have a deeper loving connection and a deep compassion for other living beings. I'm picking up that, as with all aces in the tarot cards, this particular Ace of Cups was an invitation to you, Pisces. It was an invitation and asking you, will you take it? And would you say yes to the divine love and compassion? And would you run away with it? The Ace of Cups in your past influences was giving you it was informing you that potential in the spiritual and emotional fulfillment was there for you at your taking, and only if you wanted to embrace it with an open heart. The Ace of Cups appeared in your past influences, Pisces, because when you're open for creative expression, especially when you can allow your emotions to shine through your endeavors, that brings about sort of an inspiration to start a new project, to take on an art class, or to engage in interpretive dances, to just, in other words, use your creative energy that Pisces has. And I'm picking up that Pisces had a feeling of comfortable, attained a feeling of comfortable feeling of who you were and who you are, and you were able to express that part of yourself to others that you came into contact with. Many Pisces felt that there was a fresh potential for you, which was allowing a sort of creative juice to flow that had been stifled in your past. You were encouraged to use your imagination and and talent to fulfill any new potential. The Ace of Cup, you know, Pisces represents a new relationship. It could have been a friendship. It could have been a new family connection. It could have been something that was blossoming. It could have been a potential love relationship. Whatever the relationship was, you felt it was exciting. Um, you looked forward to it. You were driven towards it. You missed it. You were glad to have met someone with whom you felt a special connection to. So it was important for you to give yourself permission to open yourself up to giving and receiving sort of that unconditional love, whether it was platonic or emotional or romantic. And when you did, for the most part, you were able to sort of notice that that affection flowed effortlessly, um, especially when you're in this loving state of mind, which is what you preferred. The water in this card here um, reflects the flow of emotion, and the Ace of Cups in your past influences represented sort of the enthusiasm to generate such, and to combine that in your life and within yourself. Um, Pisces, this is a very generous and compassionate side of the cups. Um, it was a time of um, for you to sort of be giving and not taking. It was about making the most of an opportunity to help others. And you were able to, you not only have, you demonstrate this sort of inner radiance and positive energy, and you were able to bring happiness to those around you if they wanted it. And you still found more to give. More, you were more giving than you received on multiple levels. The Ace of Cups here signifies um, also a conception, which could be a pregnancy or birth for some. Um, so it depends on the other cards that are in your reading, if that was particularly for you. But it could have all been information that came toward you. Um, but on the more sort of metaphorical level, um, it, it could have been just there was a birth of new ideas or a spark of inspiration that Pisces you had, something in which you can invest a great deal of your love and your creative energy in. In your Nine of Wands, here in your present energy, Pisces, you have the Nine of Wands. So angel and spirit guides, please help us understand for Pisces why the Nine of Wands is here in their present energy during this time period, please. The Nine of Wands comes as a sign that Pisces, even in the face of adversity, you're standing tall and you're standing strong. Um, some of you may be feeling exhausted. But you're still resilient and you're still persistent and you're ready to do whatever it takes to keep forward. Uh, I'm picking up this card is coming right now because some of you may be feeling battered. You may be feeling bruised. Um, you may have endured some significant challenges and struggles. And just when you were thinking you were making progress, you sort of suffered a setback. The Nine of Wands here is asking you, Pisces, to trust that this is merely a test of your grit and resilience, and know every time that you overcome an obstacle that you are getting stronger, Pisces. You have the inner resources and the necessary means to overcome any difficulty that you're encountering right now. Even though it may seem impossible at this time, see this nine as an assurance that you will eventually prosper and you'll maintain your position. And if you do not succeed the first time, you will try again. The Nine of Wands, Pisces, encourage you to keep pushing forward, keep positive, understand the laws of attraction. Have those positive affirmations, tweak them if you need to. You will get to the finish line. You are on a road to success, Pisces. So, do not give up. This is really about a final challenge that you're having to reach the goal that you are wanting, or your affirmation that you're looking for. So keep your hopes alive, keep your dreams alive, keep them close to you, and you will make them a reality. Stand firm in your face of challenges, and you will achieve your goals, Pisces. Even though there's others who may oppose you, there's others who might make it more difficult for you. There's others who may sort of, you know, try to divert your attention onto something else, so that you can't entertain your things. But try as they might, stick to your goals. Stick to your goals, and you will succeed, Pisces. Don't let them get to you. You, Pisces, right now are a change maker, and you have a vital message to share to the world. Don't dim your light because of others' insecurities. Keep forward. Send your opposers love and light, and keep moving forward. That is a very strong message for Pisces that I'm getting. Pisces, in your future challenges or your future energies here, first you have the Six of Cups. Angel and spirit guides. Help us understand why the Six of Cups is for Pisces in this current energy reading, please, for this time frame. Pisces, the Six of Cups I'm picking up is some of you may be feeling, sort of wanting to recall happy memories of your past, whether it was a child, as a teenager or adult. And I'm picking up that you're simply just sort of revisiting these memories in your mind because maybe you're wanting to travel back, or take a trip sort of to your home state or an old neighborhood or something that sort of brings back the memories. Maybe you're getting information about old reunion or something that's coming up. Perhaps you're wanting to reconnect with an old friend, a teenage sweetheart, or a past lover, or something. These connections here, Pisces, or your feeling is because it brought you a sense of joy, and it brought you happiness, and you're reminiscing over the fun times. So what this means here is sort of take this occasion to explore whether you still have a lot in common with those things, and if you wish to continue any sort of relationship from the past. The Six of Cups here, Pisces, is showing you sort of an increased level of harmony and cooperation that you desire in your relationships. I'm picking up that you are ready to give and to receive without expectation. Pisces, you are willing to give uh, each other the benefit of the doubt, particularly if you're trying to connect with a relationship, because you're wanting to move on, and you want to move on from any past challenging emotions, and that's what the Five of Cups is about. It's time to turn over a new leaf and to start afresh in a positive state. And this may have to do with the current retrogrades that are occurring right now too, which it has to do a lot with emotions. The Six of Cups here, Pisces, is inviting you to get in touch with your inner child, to experience fun, freedom, and innocence that comes from being a young child. You've been too serious, Pisces, in the last year. Um, you know, it's just enjoying life, having fun. This is about giving yourself permission to be playful. It's about being spontaneous and being creative, and to connect more with your authentic and your true self, and more importantly, your intuition, Pisces. The Six of Cups I'm picking up is referring to the children in your life, or the children within you. And for some, it could suggest there's a pregnancy, perhaps twins. Uh, for some, it could be a birth, or your learning of someone who's having a birth that's close to you, or a family member. Um, it's also a sign that you're about to spend more time with perhaps more young children, or visiting people, or just experiencing the feelings of being a child. Um, Keep in mind, Pisces, that the thoughts of children, or being around children, are often here teach you about something. They teach you about yourself, and they serve as great advisors, because you know the aura of children are good examples about how to stay present, to be open-minded, and to be curious. Because children see the world as a magical place, and their hearts are open, and there's a myriad of pleasures available to them, and they're learning, constantly learning. And that's what you are, Pisces. You're in a state of constant learning, and you're wanting to enjoy. So, pay attention, have fun, and enjoy, and stick to your goals. The Five of Swords is in your challenges for this current reading. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand for Pisces why the Five of Swords is in the challenges of the current reading for Pisces, please. Well, Pisces, I'm picking up in your challenges that some of Pisces may have had a falling out, or a disagreement, or a conflict with somebody. I mean, and speaking of something that was somewhat close to you, um, and I'm picking up that some of you may be questioning whether you should walk away from this relationship, and that there's a serious sense of sadness and loss. You may be upset um, because of it, and you're definitely feeling it. There could be a feeling of bad blood, and there's a general feeling of sort of feeling icky and unpleasant. Um, that your relations may have soured. Um, Sorry for the reflection here. Um, hmm. Some of you may have won an argument that recently came out, and that even if it felt good to be right, um, your battle sort of may have costed you trust, respect, or your dignity, and it may have isolated you. Some of you are trying to pick up the pieces, and you sort of see this conflict as a setback, or perhaps you're wanting to put the conflict behind you. But you're finding it's more difficult than you thought, and walking away is even more difficult than you thought. You know, um, and perhaps this individual has lost faith in you, and maybe even keeping a distance from you. And I think the challenge that you're having, Pisces, is that you need to decide whether your point of view is so important to you that you're willing to put your relationship in jeopardy, or if you can compromise and see eye to eye. I'm picking up the eye by side of the Five of Swords, where you, Pisces, in your challenge energy here is to pick your battles. You may be tempted to fight every conflict to show that you're to get your way, or just to prove your point, or to get your voice out there, to defend yourself when you're feeling challenged or threatened. But again, you know more than anything else, Pisces. Sometimes you have to choose your battles wisely, and perhaps there's a better way of life than engaging in such disagreements. And how important were they? Um, we know, Pisces, that you dislike challenges and disagreements, and you like peaceful existence. So it's finding that balance between being stepped on and being manipulated, and standing up for yourself, and that's a challenge, because your interpersonal relationships um, are important to you. The Five of Swords here I'm picking up is indicative that that maybe you're competing with others, or competing with yourself on your own path to success. And maybe this other person is stalling you, or preventing you from moving forward in some way, or taking up too much of your energy so that you can move forward. So if you've engaged in sort of a conflict, and you can see that it's taking your toll, the Five of Swords is an invitation to apologize. The longer you brood, the longer you try to prove that you were right, the more challenging the relationship will become. So, be ready to say that you were wrong, or make amends. There's no sense in trying to justify your behavior. Just let it go and move on. Look for a common ground with those that have been fighting with, and seek forgiveness, and you can put this behind you and move forward. In other words, let it go. Release it and let it go. The Five of Swords maybe could also point out to some sort of failure that you may be feeling, um, and perhaps your best efforts, you're likely to be feeling like you've been beaten up, or the loser. If that's the case, Pisces, allow yourself that feeling may have, because of that, you may be feeling disillusioned, and you may be feeling that there's a loss, and a deep loss. So if that's the case, accept it, accept the defeat, accept that it didn't work, and learn from it. The trick of that is that to be smarter and wiser, and learn and grow from it. But again, this is about releasing it and letting it go so that you can move forward. And finally, in our outcomes, whoa, we have the Empress. This is a major arcana card here, Pisces. Angel and spirit guides, help us understand why the Empress is here in this energy reading for Pisces and their outcomes, please. The Empress here signifies a strong connection with the femininity, or the softer side, and it's not gender-based, it's just the softer approaches. And it can be translated into many ways. It could be about understanding elegance, about sensuality, about fertility, creative expression, nurturing. This card here is about creating balance in both men and women. The Empress here, Pisces, is calling you to connect with that softer energy, to create beauty in your life, to connect with your senses through taste, touch, sound, smell, sight. Um, it's in asking you to draw upon these senses and experience them with pleasure and deep fulfillment, and to treat yourself, take care of yourself, whether it's a day spa, learn massage, enjoy food, or spend time with a partner or a friend. It's about enjoying yourself. It's about discovering different approaches to expressing yourself, um, and creativity, and yeah, about enjoyment. It's a perfect opportunity to take up perhaps a new hobby that enables you to access that creative side of you. Pisces, the Empress here signifies abundance, and in this reading, you Pisces are going to be surrounded by life's pleasures and luxuries, and have everything that you need to have a comfortable lifestyle. You are in a period of growth, Pisces, in which you have never dreamed of, and it is now coming forward to it. With the Empress here, it appears in your outcomes is take a moment to reflect on the bounty that's going to be surrounding you and feel the gratitude. It's the laws of attraction. Enjoy it. You have created this, you have been affirming for it, you have asking for it, and you have the energy here now to create even more abundance in your life. You know, the Empress is sort of the Mother Earth archetype. And so the Empress here is urging you to venture out into nature, ground your energy, and be at force or in flow with the Earth. Um, you know, you might want to take a trip to your favorite setting. Get outside more, the beach, forest, mountains, lakes. Even a couple of minutes a day, sort of breathe in the energy that surrounds you. And marvel in that beauty of your surroundings. Allow yourself, Pisces, the space to enter a different frame of mind each time you receive a grounding spirit in the nature in your heart, in that consciousness. When you do this, Pisces, you can reach higher planes of consciousness, and you will not only feel better. That is the critical. The Empress also can suggest, for some, that there is a pregnancy or birth. It may not be an actual pregnancy or childbirth, but it could be a metaphorical birth, a birth of a new idea, a birth of a new project. Again, it ties into that sort of creative ideas that's nurturing them and supporting them. And it's asking you, Pisces, that you allow those designs and their manifestations to flow through you, and with compassion and love which you have. So Pisces, this is a wonderful. Keep going, keep with your aspirations, keep with the laws of attractions, and you deserve it. Pisces, thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. If you would like to support this channel, the YouTube algorithms depend upon your support by clicking on what I call the big three. Click on the like the video, click on the subscribe, click on the notifications. If you have already done that, thank you so much. If you have not, I please ask you to consider it. It doesn't cost you anything. You will not be bombarded by emails or unnecessary things. You'll see a little icon when there's something posted in your YouTube channel, and that's really what it's going to do for you. But it's important for the YouTube algorithms, because YouTube relies upon those algorithms in order for the YouTube to promote a person's channel. So I need them there in order for YouTube to really push it out there. So I would appreciate your support with that if you so kind, or at least think about it. I'd be really appreciative. Pisces, feel free to leave a comment if you felt any part of this reading was applicable to you. And again, if it didn't resonate with you at this time, please let it go. It's okay. It just wasn't meant for you at this time, or your sunrise, or your birth sign, or something more specific. This was a general reading for you, Pisces. So I thank you again. I wish you a wonderful, happy Halloween, and we will see you in November, Pisces. Thank you and enjoy.